who's the bitch that ruined Star Wars? I don't forget her name. These are all Gen Xers. And where they got it from, at least the seed, the kernel that was planted long ago, as we saw, it was where they started to come into, ooh, diversity. And most of us kind of like, yeah, whatever, okay. Okay, Professor Pothead with you like never work a real job in your life. Okay, Professor Marxist. We just want to get our degree and get out of here and go work. But some people believed it. They actually believed it. And if you look at the quality and the caliber of people that go into business school, who, for better or worse, by group selection, by selection bias, are going to end up heading up your corporate departments. Most people who major in business, especially people who get MBAs, are lazy, worthless, amoral Fs. They have no, what's the word I'm looking for? Moral compass, as Dennis Prager likes to say. And so they will go with whatever is popular, especially if it means less work. Like if you're an accountant or an engineer, you got to do real work. But if you're in marketing, you just, oh my God, now we see it very painfully clear. Is June Gay Pride Month? Is that June? I don't know which. Oh my gosh, they just plaster all the billboards with the rainbow flag, or now more modernly the trans flag. They're like, every corporation puts on blackface when it is African American history. That's February, I believe. All right. And to people, just the slightest bit of intelligence, dude, you're just placating. You're just trying to get their money. You're scum. They don't care. That's a marketing strat. What is it going to get us money? Ooh, I can make it look like I'm productive in doing something. Not to mention now, and I didn't mean to go this deep into it, but while we're here, let's make this very important point about marketing. Every generation, I'd say young, Xer, and younger, so the tail end of Gen X, definitely millennials, and definitely the Zoomers, you have all been conditioned and programmed to value your traits above everything else. Better than your ability, better than your humanity, value it higher than your work ethic or anything. It's you were born with this skin color, this ethnicity, you believe in that, you have this sexuality, traits that just, okay, that's nice, you got brown eyes, but that doesn't make you a better person or even a good person. It's like, well, what do you do? That's old school. We are in the postmodernist era, where the number one thing about you was who your parents were, which in a weird sense is kind of nepotism. Were your parents this type of people that had sex and out you came with these traits? Oh my God, it's brave and amazing. Perhaps the most pernicious of it all is, oh my God, I have a vagina. Everybody bow down and worship me. It's like, no. And tying that even back into corporate culture and going back then, HR, diversity and inclusion, who do you think populates that? Disproportionately, of course. And what do you think the conduit or vector is, that where the viruses go through? Obviously, HR, and more modernly, diversity and inclusion. That's how this Marxist propaganda, that's all it is. You could call it woke, you could call it diversity. It's just Marxist propaganda. That's all it is. That's the vector, or how it infiltrated corporate America. So going back into the 90s, the people that are now in charge of these corporations, not just Disney, but these corporations, they have been indoctrinated, installed with this philosophy. Maybe it's not total and encompassing in their work philosophy, but it's definitely part of it, and it's going away. And I called this a long time ago. I called it was politics over profits. Because finance guy, economist, you take some accounting classes, you're like, well, look, if the company don't make money, we're all out of a job. So I was more on the ground, where the rubber meets the road. Like, well, we gotta be efficient. We have to produce a good product. We have to compete against our competitors to deliver a good price so people buy it. And we have to make a high enough quality product that they keep coming back. I mean, this is not rocket science, but perhaps today it is, according to modern day business management courses. But these people were all about, and I saw it. I could see it happening to my generation, where Someone would get their CPA, let's just say. Well, that's great. What is your value? Your value is you're highly skilled at accounting, you're an expert in the field, and you can help make sure that the books and financial integrity of a firm is maintained. You can go get loans and financing and help increase the profits of the firm. You fight embezzlement. But people would then all of a sudden start like, and I'm donating my time to whatever cause. Didn't really matter. It's just, and that was like right there. And then LinkedIn comes in. It first started on extracurricular activities on your resume. And I help with the children and I donate my time at the food shelf. Da, 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 da. Then Link comes in and, well, as of very recently with that SVB director of credit or risk, I'm sorry. All you saw on her profile was that she was a lesbian and a minority. Oh, and female. How could we forget that? The most important thing, your plumbing, which you totally worked hard at getting. And I didn't think anyone would be this stupid or as a society, as a managerial corporate class, they'd be dumb enough to fall for this. They did. They ran with it. And when you have that within more modernly, the younger half of the population believing the most important thing in their life is how they were born, the traits they were born with as their core value. Corporations have been advertising to you based on that. Not that you're a good person or you're intelligent or you work hard or you're interesting. No, no, no. Who were your parents? Did they F? Out you came. Oh my gosh, we love tall people or Hispanic people or women or whatever else it is. If you thought about it, it's absolutely disgusting and immoral and condescending how they market to you. Because there's no you. You're a trait, you're a profile, you're an NPC. Regardless, so not only did they actually believe this to a certain extent and to a certain percentage of them, now more modernly, the marketing is not about here's a great product and here's something funny or witty. Here's something clever. Go back in the olden days, look at the commercials. It's all politics, identity politics. And so that is now ensconced. That's their corporate stress, their modern day marketing strategy, which is now starting to get a little old hat and long in the tooth. So that's one reason it's entrenched. This culture is now entrenched, and it is entrenched with people who are heading up all the major corporations now. Gen X is in their 40s and 50s, prime earning years. We're the ones in charge. And a critical mass of them are in the business managerial class that actually believe in this woke communist tripe.